Otis, to my calculations, the club have played 48 games so far this season, and you yourself have played 37. So it's been quite a relentless season. How are you coping with it?
I think just taking each game as it comes, really. I think the recovery side's massive. Obviously, we've been playing Saturday, Tuesday for a while now. It's really good. Obviously, we do what we need to do. Regards to recovery, that's excellent in the club. Everything that gets put in, there's a lot of detail behind it. But yeah, we've just been grinding out the games, and to be fair, everybody sort of looks after themselves anyway. So it's just keep grinding out the games, and hopefully we're getting the results.
As someone who doesn't play professional football, can you just talk us through the impact on a footballer's body, all that sitting on the couch to glorious places such as Grimsby and Colchester? How do you have to be so careful when it comes to recovery?
I think with a lot of games you play, obviously you get the GPS. That's a big factor in it. That manages your loading, your data and everything, and how far you're running. So he'll take a look at that. Say you play Saturday, Tuesday. You do a lot of recovery sessions in there. Everyone's sort of big on that at the club. But like you say, it is a lot of travelling. But I think in terms of where we are in the league and you're picking up results there, I think it's always nice that when you do get the results in them places that are far away, that it's better for yourself.
And you can't get too much time on the training ground. So are you at the stage of the season where you know each other well enough as players to almost press the pause button and then press go when it comes to the next match day?
Yeah, I think we're at that position now. And I think we have been for sort of quite a while, where everybody knows the roles and responsibilities in the team and what they need to do. I think we haven't had a Saturday for ages now. So Saturday, Tuesday, like you said, it's not a lot of work on the training ground. It's mainly just fine tuning, all the little tactical side, the set pieces and shape and things like that. So everybody pretty much knows what they need to do. It's just little tweaks here and there.
You had to show a lot of character, didn't you, on Tuesday night?
We did, yeah, conceding 2 disappointing goals, really. But I think we've got that in abundance in the team. We've got a lot of leaders in the team. We knew we were going to get chances, so it's just about taking them chances. And right at the end, I knew we could have won the game. And in the game, we get 3 points there. But I think coming away from the game, at least we didn't lose the game. But like I said, it was 2 disappointing goals, but we've got leaders in abundance in that team, so we knew we was going to get chances.
It's really tight at the top of League Two, and you could probably argue anyone as far down as Newport in 7th might feel like they've got a chance of getting the automatic promotion places. Do you look too much at the table?
I think, like everyone has a quick look after the game to see where we've gone, but I don't think we've got to focus on it too much. I think just focus on each game as it comes. We know it's going to be tight there. It's going to be tight till the last game of the season, but we know we just focus on the games and we put in the performances, and then results will come and everything else will sort of fall into place. So I think it's just not about getting too excited in the position we're in. We know we're in a really good position. It's just about keep going and sort of capitalising on it. We don't want to try and get too ahead of ourselves. And
how is Otis Khan, the right back, finding this season?
Oh, I'm loving it. Obviously, I changed to a right back on the key Phil, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, it's a bit different than playing high up the pitch, but yeah, the way that the manager wants me to play, he wants me to get forward and be a part of that. So I'm really enjoying it. Even sort of the defending side, obviously it's nice playing next to Clarkey. We've always wealth of experience. So I've just been learning a lot of different players, and obviously the attacking side, I like to bring that as a right back. I get forward as much as I can. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And I think.
Are you over the? Sorry.
I think that's it. I'm converted to a right back now, so I think that's there to stick now.
Are you over the injury now?
Yeah, over it. Yeah, I think recovery side, I did really well. Obviously, got my program done in 3 weeks. Was in pretty much nearly every day with the physio department working hard, and I managed obviously to get back for the Sunderland game. Played a full 90 minutes straight away in that with just one training session, and my hamstring felt fine. So that's obviously just a credit to everyone who's helped me get back fit.
Was that a surprise to be called into the starting 11 for that game?
It was, yeah. I think it was a day before, or a couple of days before, we was doing some work on the training ground, and I think Lee O'Connor was sort of meant to be starting in that game, but obviously he was unlucky with an injury, which was sort of bad luck on his behalf. So the manager sort of asked me, would you think I'd be all right to start? obviously I'm not going to turn down a chance to play at Wembley and sort of help the boys in a cup final. But yeah, I think I prepared well for the game, did as much as I could, and sort of I felt fine in the game.
And it's a game against Mansfield this weekend. When you play against one of your former clubs, do you take is it a bit different for you?
It can be, yeah. It can be, but I'm totally focused on the job at hand and what needs to be done. I'm not really going to think about that too much. The history of Mansfield, that's sort of gone now. Sort of at Tranmere, and I know what needs to be done on a Saturday. So it's just about being focused on what I need to be doing and what the team needs to be doing.
I know you played against them earlier on this season. How do you look back at your time though at Mansfield?
Definitely mixed. First went there, thought it started really well. A couple of things happened here and there, injuries, different management, so it didn't really go according to plan. But obviously it was a great club. Obviously the chairman's great, John Radford, Carolyn Radford, great owners with a lot of ambition, and I wouldn't have gone there without them. So it is a great club. But yeah, my time there was mixed, and I wish it could have sort of gone a bit better.
And you've now got, after the Mansfield game, a whole 6 days to rest. That must feel like a long time.
It is, yeah. I think, like you said, it's been Saturday, Tuesday for quite a while now. I can't really remember the last time we had Saturday. So it'll also be nice, and obviously it'll benefit a few boys to have that little bit of rest. But also it'll give a chance for the gaffer to get some work done on the training ground, and get some sort of much needed things that he needs to get in, deciding on what we're doing.
Thanks for your time, Otis. I'll hand over to Richard.
No worries.
Otis, you must have been instilled as chief scout for Keith Hill this week, surely, with your experience of Mansfield. Is there many of the players still there from your time there that you shared a bit of inside knowledge on? To
be honest, I think each year at Mansfield there's been quite a few players like coming and going. I think there's sort of in the starting lineup from their previous game. I think there might be maybe three starters. So there has been a lot of changes at Mansfield. There's a few players still there that obviously I can give some information on. I've already spoke to sort of our analyst about a couple of players. But other than that, I think it's going to be a bit different. They've got quite a few new players. Just touching back to Wembley, a game you weren't expected to start in, but shone in. I don't know if you're old enough to remember Archie Gemmell's famous goal for Scotland, but you had a moment of your own like that in the game where you skipped past two and it looked like you were going to score one of the great Wembley goals, really. That must have been a little frustrating for you, just wouldn't go in. It was, yeah. Obviously, did everything right. Beat the other player into the box. All I needed was the end bit, the finish. I thought I should have sort of drilled it, to be honest. It was like a good height for the keeper, but yeah, if that went in, would have been a bit of the best goal I've scored in my career, and obviously at Wembley it would have been nice. But yeah, thought we deserved to sort of get more from the game. I know the lads played well and against a good Sunderland side, which are battling to go up to the Championship, and with the players that they've got, I thought the lads sort of did themselves proud really against a good Sunderland side. Yeah, because for a team that wants to make an immediate return to League One, it was a good game in which to sort of measure yourself against a very good League One side, wasn't it? And although there were probably some margins in the game which Sunderland edged, there wasn't all that much in it, was there? It wasn't at all. From what I remember, their goal was pretty much the only shot that I can remember. They weren't nothing clear cut for them. I think we control sort of large parts of the game, but I think that just shows where we're at the minute and what sort of squad we got. Also the capabilities of the squad in the team, and sort of each player fighting for each other. But we know if we're putting performances like that in against a good Sunderland side, then we're doing everything right, really. And just looking at your time at Prenton Park a bit wider. Obviously, it's a very unusual situation, although people have probably adapted to it more at the moment with the ongoing pandemic, with no supporters in the ground, home or away, and limited interactions, even with media on Zoom and stuff like that. But how have you found your time at Prenton Park so far? I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's a big shame without the fans being in, because that was one of the main attractions coming in. I know the fan base is massive. and coming in on a Saturday playing, it was always a difficult place to come. But overall, I've enjoyed it. Obviously, it's been sort of ups and downs, managers going, but I think if it was to take the start of the season in the position we are now, then you would have took it. But yeah, it's a great club, great people. It's a really enjoyable place to come to work every day.